this is Lana Tabor for Altenew, and welcome to Altenew Educators YouTube Hub for the month of March. This hub is all about striking backgrounds, and this is what I'm going to play with here. Today I picked Leaf Medallion stamp set, and I will be using only sentiments from this set. Then I'm going to use Altenew embossing paste, and you're also going to need a little crafting spatula or a crafting knife like this one, and a little dish to mix this embossing paste in, and some pigments. Now I am using Altenew ink refills and Altenew inks. These are Altenew dye inks, but you can also use watercolors or alcohol inks or liquid colors or anything really that has pigment in it. Now I have already prepared my card panels. I'm going to be making 2 square cards, and one more thing that you're going to need is some masking tape. Before anything, and I cannot say this enough, please make sure to remove some of that tack from your masking tape, otherwise you will tear off your paper. So the idea behind this project is to create an ombre effect with embossing paste. I am creating equal stripes here with masking tape, and I'm starting off with the lightest shade and going darker. I also decided to mask some spots here for my sentiments because I like one layer cards. Now, every time I am done applying the first shade, I will remove the tape, then mix more pigment into the paste, and move on to applying it with the spatula, and so on and so on. I will, of course, stop once my paper is completely covered with this paste, and now it is completely up to you how darker you want your shades to be, but this is what I created. Now what I am going to do is do another card in pink, and I will let these guys dry probably overnight, and I'll be back with results. All right, and it's the next day. I left my panels to dry overnight. Now you don't have to do that. You can easily dry them with your heat gun. Now I have some tips for you here after working on this technique. So first thing is use watercolor paper. That is the first mistake that I made. I wasn't really sure which paper to use. First, this paper is Nina 110-pound cardstock, and this technique would most definitely work much better on watercolor paper. And a second tip, do not use masking tape that can tear off your paper. I had some issues here. As you can see, this part here, it did not turn out okay. When I pulled that masking tape off, it kind of tear off that paper, so I tried to mask it a little bit with more of that paste, but it still looks very messy. So I would be very careful to which masking tape I'm using. This one, I did glue this part here. It looks okay, but it's still, again, do not use masking tape unless that masking tape is low tack. Next idea that I have while using these, what came to mind is that you can easily just cover your entire panel with the embossing paste, let it sit, and then later on stamp on it. You can easily stamp with good black ink on these panels. It will show, or you can simply attach your sentiment strips and be happy with your results, much happier than I am right now. But I am not going to throw away my creations here. I am going to turn them into cards, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with these two. Next thing, what I wanted to show you is that I made this little bonus card. This card I made with leftover paste, and this technique that I use to color in the heart is called Zentangle. This I learned at Altenew Academy for Altenew educators, and there is a link down below if you would like to find out more how to become a certified Altenew educator and join this amazing family of crafters. Now, to make this heart, I used Altenew masking paper. Now, if you want this technique to be successful, you need to wait for the paste to be completely dry before removing it. Otherwise, you will create one big mess. And now, let's assemble these babies. First, I am going to stamp and create some sentiments. For the green card, I'm choosing the sentiments from the Leaf Medallion stamp set. I choose lots of love and hugs. Now, I stamped them all at once with some black ink, but of course, you can do it individually if you prefer. Next, I am going to create some sentiment strips with Mega Label Love stamp set from Altenew. I'm going to make a birthday card, and these sentiments are perfect to cover the mess that I made on my pink card. Another reason why I love this stamp set is because these sentiments are so big and that you can easily trim them either with scissors or with a paper trimmer, and use some foam tape like the one from Altenew that I am using here to elevate your sentiments and give your cards a little dimension and a little bit more interest. To attach the panels to the card bases, I am using a strong liquid adhesive. I find that this glue really works well with all my projects. And another thing, what it's so cool about liquid adhesives is that it gives you a little bit of that few seconds to wiggle your panels so you can position them correctly on your bases. Next, I am going to finish the pink card with the sentiment strips that I previously made, and I am using the bigger strip here to cover the imperfections. And at the end, I decided to embellish each card with little clear hearts for some interest, and that is it. The cards are done successfully, if I may add. This is to show you to never throw away your projects you worked so hard on. There is always a way to salvage them. Remember, you put your priceless time and effort into creating, and not to mention the supplies you used. I hope this shows you how to save your creations and I hope it inspires you to do something similar. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Altenew for organizing one more fabulous hop. It is my absolute pleasure to be a part of it. And of course, thank you for being here and hopping along. Do not forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And all the supplies that I used are listed below. And if I missed anything, feel free to drop me a line. Thank you again, and see you soon with another video. Bye-bye.